Donald Trump is showing signs of dementia.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Why is the media barely reporting on this? And why won't they ask who's really making the decisions in the White House?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can you imagine if President Biden or any other politician made a claim like this?
Now drug prices are going to be going down 100%, 400%, 600%, 1,000% in some cases.
Prices cannot go down more than 100%. That's not how math works. But Trump's fantastical claims have gotten more and more unhinged.
AOC's low IQ. Have her pass the exams that I take.
This is especially troubling given that he is the oldest president ever to be sworn in and has a family history of Alzheimer's. His growing confusion has alarmed psychologists like this former Johns Hopkins professor.
There are times when he's really unable to complete a thought.
I've been looking at those things with the little gray. They're always broken.
Actually, sometimes is unable to complete a word.
The FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of acetaminophen.
It's called a phonemic paraphasia. There's dozens of examples. They're online.
Fake infrastructure, cryptologic, pergovarius.
Trump also seems to be confused about when he was president. He falsely claimed in a post that the Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. Hello? Biden wasn't president.
Come on, folks.
And Trump keeps claiming that the Epstein files were a hoax created by his predecessors.
These files were made up by Comey. They were made up by Obama. They were made up by the Biden,
Even though the arrest and demise of Trump's close friend, Jeffrey Epstein, happened during Trump's own first term. Trump is increasingly befuddled about who everyone around him is. He didn't seem to know who House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries was after he'd just been meeting with him.
Even on the discussion that we'll have with Chuck Schumer, who was here yesterday, along with a very nice gentleman who I didn't really know. You know who I'm talking about.
Trump has become unable to stay on topic. During a recent cabinet meeting, he went on a 15-minute rant about picture frames and lamps. I'll spare you from having to watch it in full, but
I love the frame of those pictures. Look at those frames. By the way, it's an incredible clock. Oftentimes they'll show those lamps. I said, oh, wow. Medallions. If you paint it, it won't look good.
Trump's ramblings have become so incoherent that the White House has started covering up for him by deleting transcripts of his remarks from their website. But they cannot hide his mental deterioration and growing paranoia.
The word affordability is a con job by the Democrats.
Recently, he was so mad about an escalator that stopped.
All I got from the United Nations was an escalator stopped right in the middle.
He claimed it was sabotaged by the UN and called for a Secret Service investigation. Paranoia,
but it's really a Democrat hoax,
and anger are common symptoms of dementia. So is a loss of impulse control.
Donald Trump accuses members of Congress of sedition and says it's punishable by death.
All have become cornerstones of Trump's second term. Trump appears to have accidentally posted a private message to his attorney general on social media, ordering her to target his political opponents, including former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Trump has also pressured TV networks to fire comedians who poke fun at him.
You'd think the guy who fathered Eric and Don Jr. would know how to handle jokes.
And has insisted that criticism of him is not free speech.
When somebody is given 97% of the stories are bad about a person, that's no longer free speech.
And he ordered troops to fight an imaginary war in Portland, Oregon, a decision he reportedly made because he was confused by a Fox News clip from 5 years ago that crossed his television screen.
On Sunday morning, Trump told NBC, well, wait a minute, am I watching things on television that are different from what's happening?
Are Trump's acts those of a sane person or of an aging, paranoid megalomaniac? Trump's cabinet could invoke the 25th Amendment to remove him from office. Instead, Stephen Miller, Russell Vought, J.D. Vance, and RFK Jr. seem to be feeding into Trump's paranoid delusions to increase their own power and advance their own fanatical agendas. A person suffering dementia can be a danger to themselves and others.
The windmills are driving the whales crazy.
In the most tragic cases, they can be manipulated and taken advantage of by unscrupulous relatives or caretakers. Is this what's happening in the White House? We must demand that the media fully investigate and tell the truth about Trump's deteriorating mental state and expose any handlers who are exploiting it.
The president is unhinged. He is unwell. What
are you doing? A lot of folks on your side are too. I don't control.
Oh my God.
Please help spread the word by sharing this video.
What part of your body was the MRI looking at?
I have no idea.